Welcome everyone to episode 4 of Ultimate Gamer Podcast. You can call it UGP if you want to. If you guys have any better names for the podcast, you're more than welcome to drop a recommendation below. We do read every single comment. So, yeah. I have with me Kevin, or as everyone knows him as I am 16-bit on YouTube. We've watched E3. Well, I personally didn't watch Microsoft's or Sony's. Well, all right, let's be fair. I watched a quarter of Microsoft's. I didn't give a fuck about Sony's. We'll talk about Nintendo. Basically, this is going to be the biggest part of the whole podcast will be Nintendo. Let's start off with Microsoft.
Pretty much Microsoft, we called the entire press conference.
We called it, definitely.
You know, they opened up with Halo 4, which looks the same. It doesn't really look any different.
Well, to what I saw from it, from some of the video, it reminded me a bit of Crysis 2. From some of the gameplay footage that they showed off, some of it reminded me of Crysis 2.
I haven't played Crysis 2, so...
Well, yeah, okay, we'll be fair for that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look, the thing is that the last Halo game, I was still in high school when the thing came out.
Halo 3?
Yeah. Well, I'm considering that
in the main series.
In the main series, yes. I'm not talking about, Reach, and I'm not talking about
ODTS or Wars or
OST or ODT or whatever the fuck. The game that they weren't supposed to charge $60 for, but then they just said, fuck it, we can get away with charging $60 for it. And you guys ate it all up.
Yeah.
I look, let's be fair, I've played 1, 2, and 3. I beat them all. I never played Reach and I never played ODST. My brother beat Reach. He didn't give a fuck about ODST. I don't know. I think it's a little late in the cycle for them to come out with a Halo 4 this late. I mean, I guess it'll keep the system going a bit.
The way I see it's like everyone, like, the FPS cycle has been taken over by Call of Duty. And it's like, Halo is sort of...
I guess I agree. I mean, look, the main issue I have is, Halo is what I would call last-gen mindset of first-person shooting.
Yeah.
Where it's more of an adventure, and I prefer that. Halo, look, the thing I have a problem with Call of Duty, and look, I'm pretty good at it, guys. I mean, you've seen some of my videos. The problem I have with the main storyline is that it just throws you in a bunch of, wars or battles. That's really all it's doing. It's trying so hard to be hardcore. It's just, I don't care. I really don't. What I like is the old school, Half-Life 2, Halo, and stuff like that, where it's an adventure.
The only Call of Duty game I've ever actually beat single player was Black Ops, and that was during Thanksgiving.
And you were drunk.
Yeah, that is true. And even then, it didn't really impress me.
Well, how could it? You can't remember.
It really wasn't. No, it really wasn't that good. Story-wise.
I mean, that's why people buy it for the multiplayer. I bought Modern Warfare 2 and 3 for the multiplayer. It definitely gives you plenty of hours of enjoyment. It all depends on the people you play against, and as I've released a few videos, you hear some kids screaming, flipping out, cursing out adults, and yeah, it sucks, but I do see that Call of Duty and Battlefield are starting to lose their thunder. I mean, yes, they're having record sales. I'm not saying they're not,
but it's like Guitar Hero.
It's plateauing at this point.
It's like Guitar Hero.
Yes.
Call of Duty
it's the
is
same shit as last year, just some new maps.
It's at the same level where Guitar Hero was.
Mm-hmm.
Where we saw, we're now at the point where there's a Call of Duty game every year.
Exactly.
Same thing that happened to Guitar Hero. So, it's going to happen. It's going to get to the point where Activision's going to make no more money on it.
No, they'll still make money on it.
But
you're going to have...
It's not going to be as popular
the
as
hardcore likes it, but this is the thing I have. And I know we're getting off topic from Microsoft. We'll finish this up.
Yeah.
What I see is frustration growing within the Call of Duty fans. Modern Warfare 3, a lot of fans were pissed off about because it
Yeah.
had a lot of issues from the get-go. Like, it was unplayable for 2 weeks. I made a video about that one. Um, the maps suck. I have not played the DLC maps. I'm just talking about the maps that came on the disc sucked. It was a camper's dream. The campers can everywhere. They gave you more fucking corners than any other Call of Duty game. And they said we designed these maps so that way there was less camping. Bullshit. It just all it did was say if you want to beat the game, sit and wait. That's all it was. You know, I hated the maps. I really did. I preferred the maps of Modern Warfare 2 over Modern Warfare 3. But, you know, I do
Yeah.
see that Call of Duty and stuff is going to, diminish over time. It's like with anything, it's there's not going to be a single thing that lasts forever. Society grows tired of things, and they're growing tired of Call of Duty. Battlefield, I don't know. I mean, Battlefield's been around for a very long time.
Battlefield's been around for at least 12, 13 years.
Yeah, but the thing is that lately they're starting to do the whole let's release this, a new game every year mentality, and it's not going to work.
Well, anyway,
I'm not saying they're not bad looking games, but
we
not my cup of tea.
We got way off topic.
I know. It's something that
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Technically, we're on topic because Microsoft loves to show every fucking year. They love to show. Gameplay footage of this game, and it's just
because as we all know, Call of Duty, the Xbox is the definitive console to play Call of Duty,
God damn it.
according to Microsoft.
Well, look, I mean, it has a very good user base, but there's no fucking difference between Xbox Live and PSN when you're playing this game.
Yeah.
There really isn't. They both have the same problems. They both, have lag here and there. They're both non-dedicated server.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to say, well, the Xbox version has dedicated servers. No, it doesn't. You are the server, my friend. You're paying Microsoft $60 a year to be a fucking server. So go fuck yourself.
Anyway.
Enough of that tirade. Microsoft.
They also showed off smart glasses.
Well,
which looks interesting.
Smart glass was entirely conceived because of the Wii U. It's not smart glasses, it's smart glass. Oh. What it was is basically...
Why is everyone calling it smart glasses? I've heard other people actually call it smart glasses.
I think smart glass is something else, I think.
Oh.
Smart glass, what it is it's supposed to be a way where you can connect tablets and use it as part of the game. Where did they get that idea?
Oh, I don't know.
Nintendo, anyone? Now, I know this is going to start the whole thing, well, but Nintendo didn't come up with it first. Dreamcast did. But no, Dreamcast didn't do it. And enough is enough, guys. Look, if my whole stance in that whole like copy attitude is when somebody one year announces something that's coming out, and then somebody the following fucking year comes out with something exactly a clone or copy or very similar in idea, I consider that a copy.
Basically, if
somebody comes out with something one year and another person comes out with something very similar 10 years later,
that's two different.
Yeah, it's a different story at that point. Microsoft did Smart Glass in response to the Wii U. That's my personal opinion. If you guys think I'm wrong, definitely drop a line below.
Anyway.
But Microsoft had... This is where I stopped watching Microsoft's press conference. The moment they started speaking Spanish to the Xbox. Look, when is Microsoft going to get through the thick skulls? They're picking the wrong time to talk about these particular things because non-gamers don't watch E3. You are advertising features that my parents would enjoy. My parents don't give a fuck about E3.
You can say the same thing about Sony and Nintendo as well.
Well, then, yes, but Microsoft tries so hard. Like 90% of their fucking press conference is talking about things that my parents don't give a fuck about.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, they give a fuck about.
Like Internet Explorer 9. On the 360.
Well, no. Okay, I said it wrong, guys. I said 90% of it they care about, but they're not going to watch E3 to find out about it. Yeah. They're going to one day turn on their Xbox, see that there's an update. They're forced to use it in order to go on to Netflix. Oh, look at this. I can now speak Spanish to my Xbox. Woo! Did it really require a 10-minute presentation on this? No. But that's the problem, is that
Microsoft thinks it
Microsoft
does.
focuses on the wrong thing. And as you're right. Sony does the same thing, Nintendo does the
But
same thing.
Microsoft does it even more.
They've changed. Okay, do they understand the purpose of E3?
I don't know. I don't even
don't
think
think they
so.
do.
I mean, because think about it.
The moment you say Connect, all the gamers say, fuck this, I'm watching
Remember,
something else.
like, for the past 3 years, they spend 20 minutes talking about games in the beginning,
Mhm.
and then spend the entire conference, the rest of it, talking about Xbox Live features and Xbox Connect.
Here's why we
Connect
charge
games.
you $60 a year for more
you
of this
can-
shit that we get for free.
So you can watch ESPN and
Whoa.
UFC channel, even though you can already watch it on your friggin' cable box.
Exactly. And again, I do look, for those out there who always ask me, why do you like PSN over Xbox Live? Look, I don't have to pay to watch my Netflix subscription on my PlayStation 3. Why
Good
the
point.
fuck do I have to pay Microsoft to watch my Netflix subscription on there? Is Netflix included with Xbox Live Gold? No. So why the fuck do I have to pay for that in order to access my Netflix?
Very good
That's
point.
the big
Yeah.
problem, guys, is that Microsoft takes your money and they do it so easily.
Or you have to pay $60 a year, and then if you buy a game with an online pass, you have to pay an extra $10.
Which that I don't
That's
understand
bullshit.
either. Okay, at what point can we say enough is enough? Because what was the whole point of paying for Xbox Live? To pay for the infrastructure, to pay for this, to pay for that. Okay, then why the fuck do we have Online Pass? If Online Pass is supposed to help pay for this same shit, one of them has to go.
Yeah.
It's like being double taxed. You get taxed when you make the money, and you get taxed when you spend it. You get taxed when you buy a game, you get taxed when you buy online. What the fuck?
Anyway,
Right,
that's our final word on Microsoft.
Microsoft is
Their press conference was just
I
probably
don't
the
think
worst.
I don't think they're going to focus on games until
No.
their next system, which I really think next year is where you're going to hear some early details.
I thought that they were at least going to teaser it
No,
this year.
I don't think they will.
But, like, the fact that they didn't even,
They're settling. They want this machine to last as long as possible.
they wanted, when the 360 first came out, they had this attitude that this system's going to last 10 years.
They had that.
actually
They
went
had
around
the.
saying
They
that.
really had the attitude that, well, you're never going to need a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. That's the funniest thing about Generation 7. People legitimately thought that would be the last generation. Are you really that retarded? I even called it years ago. I
well,
said,
apparently
obviously we're going to have a new generation.
Well, as this generation has proved, the vast majority of gamers this generation are retarded.
I definitely think so. I've had legitimately, like, and this is how we're going to branch on to Sony. I had people write comments on my video saying that they thought Uncharted and Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3 look better than most PC games.
Are you kidding me?
I think, really,
What
they
crack are
really
they
thought
smoking?
this. But now, look at this, right? Have they ever played Skyrim on the PC? Have they ever played Bioshock on the PC? No?
Have they ever?
I mean, like,
Have they played Sonic Generations on the PC?
Sonic Generations look amazing on the PC.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just like it looks day and night better than the console versions. But that's the funny thing when I hear people saying, "Well, but the PlayStation 3 still looks better than all these other games."
I saw
coming
there
out."
was some guy on the internet who did a rant on PC gaming,
Mhm.
and he's trying to say that, well, Halo 2 on the Xbox looks exactly like the PC version. And it was like, really?
No, the PC version looked better and it had better details, but it wasn't doing what PCs at the time were capable of.
Yeah.
It was really a dirty port. That's what I'll
Exactly.
say. I mean, they did enhance the graphics, but it wasn't like, it wasn't the difference. Like, like the difference between Grand Theft Auto Vice City on PlayStation 2 and Grand Theft Auto Vice City on PC.
Yeah.
They look day and night different. Like,
Yeah.
one is just ridiculously crisp and clear and
The other
sharp.
one is very...
The other one's very murky, blurry, and the draw distance is just
It's
non-existent.
actually always been my problem with GTA on the PS2. It's just it looks very...
And it runs very slow.
Oh, yeah.
It runs less than 30 frames a second.
But anyway,
yeah. So
Anyway.
getting on to Sony. I know, like this one we've been all off
Yeah.
topic, but there's a point. It's just that it has to be said. I mean, this is E3. This is where they're supposed to announce, look, here's what we're changing. And, you want to please your fans, and so far Microsoft hasn't done shit.
Yeah.
All they're doing is just, they're throwing a bone with Halo 4, with Call of Duty, with, Tom Clancy. They don't care. I mean, yeah, it's pretty tired today.
Yeah. Anyway, so in all, what would you give Microsoft if you were to grade them? Since so many people grade E3.
D.
D.
If they didn't have Halo 4 and those other gamer games, then they would have gotten an F.
Yeah, I'll have to go with that.
A D.
Yeah, D.
All right.
Anyway, moving on to Sony. You didn't watch it, but I watched the entire thing.
Do you regret watching the entire thing?
Well, I'll give them credit. They were all about the games. I was shocked that they didn't spend 10 minutes talking about tech demos and
here's more rubber duckies
and all these charts and see how much we're better than the other competition.
Our survey says yay.
Like, I'll give them credit they didn't do that this year.
Here's a question I have. Did they talk at all about Vita? Like, I mean, talking about the failure it's been so far.
They didn't mention it.
What did they say?
Well, when it came to Vita, I'm trying to remember here, because I really haven't gone back and watched it again.
Mm-hmm.
All they mentioned was the fact that you can cross-play with Vita, with PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Okay.
So, you can have two people with PS3 controllers and two people with Vitas. And they can play, and they can play like that.
Wow, they
announced the Vita version.
Wow, they're finally doing what Nintendo was doing with the Game Boy Advance. Wow.
That's a very good point.
Wow. I mean, they were promising all these features for the PlayStation Portable, but the majority of them just were canceled or no one gave a fuck about.
See, everyone, you can use your PSP as a rear view mirror.
Oh.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Anyway,
But, look, I'm not saying the Vita's bad. Look, I have one. I bought it. I bought the
nice
pre-launch
machine.
bundle. I like it. I mean, I don't know. I just think that they really need to focus on specific type of games that they just haven't been releasing lately.
there are some good games on it. Like Gravity Rush is
I love Gravity Rush.
really good.
I hate the reviews that it got.
It got bad reviews?
It got pretty bad reviews.
Oh. I thought it was an excellent game.
Well, here, look, this is the thing. It's the first original IP in a long fucking time, and yes, it gets shit, but yet, no, Call of Duty, more of the same shit, less, features, same price, and that gets fucking perfect scores. What the fuck? No, I really hate it. It's just that, look, Gravity Rush was a very original title.
And that's why
I loved it.
And that's why we rarely get new IPs.
I can't wait till Gravity Rush 2.
Anyway, trying to think what else. They also announced 2 new characters to the game. Nathan Drake, who I don't give a shit about. And this is and the second one was actually the most puzzling to me. Big Daddy.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense because, look, they're saying PlayStation All-Stars. It's like the retards that... No, let me finish here. It's like the retards that wanted Zelda in Mario Kart. Okay, look, Mario Kart. Mario. Let's put Star Fox in there. That seems like a good character to put in a Mario Kart game. Look, it's PlayStation All-Stars. PlayStation.
Instead of Big Daddy...
Is Big Daddy a Sony character? No. Is he a PlayStation character?
That's the thing is,
no.
BioShock wasn't even originally planned for the PlayStation 3.
That's the irony of the whole thing. It's like, well, you
First,
weren't gonna get this game anyway.
When it came to consoles, it was only designed for the 360, and that was it.
You know what? Fine. They
And then
fucking.
they
You know what?
ported
They
it
should
over.
put Mario in it because it's the PlayStation All Stars.
You know, instead of Big Daddy, why not Jack and Daxter? Or
Aren't they
Ratchet?
in there?
No,
Are
they're
you
not.
serious?
I'm serious. They're not in there.
Sony has a dick
I have
up
no
their
idea
ass.
what's
They
going
don't
on,
know
but like,
shit.
it seems like they're only focusing on PlayStation 3 characters, and it's like,
That's-
what about Jack and Daxter? What about Ratchet?
Here's the problem.
What about
Look, it didn't say PlayStation 3 All Stars. It said PlayStation All Stars.
where's Crash Bandicoot and Spyro?
Really, they're retarded.
Like,
You know, but look, it was a bad idea from the beginning. I don't
Yeah.
care. Look, guys, you know, for all those that were defending it, even Colin Moriarty said it
and
isn't good.
speaking of those defending it, I just wanted to say to all those who are trying to tell me that it's okay because Nintendo copied a game called the Outfoxies, there's two problems with your argument. Number one, when something's a ripoff of something, it's usually a ripoff of something popular. Okay? For example, Kasumi Ninja is a ripoff of Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Okay? If Super Smash Bros. Was a ripoff of the Outfoxies, then the Outfoxies would have been a popular game.
Okay.
But guess what? It wasn't a popular game. It was only released in Japan, and even then, it's still very obscure to find.
Okay.
Okay? So this whole attitude of, oh, well, they copied it, that has no logic in it because it wasn't a popular game.
Yeah, that's right.
You know? Second, even though when you first look at it, they do look similar,
Mm-hmm.
there's one important difference between the two.
What?
One's a shooter, the other is a fighter.
Well, that's true.
Okay? One is, Outfoxies, you're just shooting at each other. The other one is that you have complicated, button moves and all that kind of stuff. And combos.
Exactly.
That's the main difference between the Outfoxies and the Smash Bros. So all this whole attitude defending it because, oh, Nintendo copied the Outfoxies, complete bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that
No.
other companies, try to make a similar type of game.
Sometimes when
It's just the way. Look, if you looked at the screenshots, they were very easy to say that would be a next generation Super Smash Brothers, game, because it looked like Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
It really did. The characters are the only difference. Everything else looked very similar. But that's another argument for another time.
What else are they? I'm sorry, we're getting way off topic on this.
Well, they announced more stuff on it, so it's part of the
anyway,
topic.
they also talked about God of War Ascension, is it?
Yeah, which I don't care. I mean, I've played and beat God of War 1, 2, and 3, and Chains of Olympus.
It looks like it
like
just
them.
looks like your standalone God of War game. It doesn't really look anything.
They should have been. Wait, is it for the Vita?
I don't know. They didn't really announce it for
Because
the Vita.
that would be stupid if they don't release a Vita game. That's the thing. Look, you want your Vita to take off. You have to launch the big top dogs now.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see like Gran Turismo on it.
Oh, that's
That
gonna
would be awesome.
But anyway, they talked about God
Or
of War
a
Ascension.
real MotorStorm game, not this bullshit RC car shit.
What?
Yeah, you remember the MotorStorm RCs? That was retarded.
No,
I'm
I
glad
don't
I got
know
it for free, but look, the thing is, I want a real MotorStorm, like MotorStorm 1, 2, even what is it, the Apocalypse. Why is it that the PSP gets a real full-blown MotorStorm experience, but not the Vita? The Vita gets a stupid RC car shit. I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid. I played it for like an hour and that's it, and haven't played it since.
Well, anyway, they also talked about... Oh, yeah. The creator of Heavy Rain came out to announce this next game called Beyond Two Souls. And it's exactly like Heavy Rain.
Huh.
Same boring gameplay that looks like a next-gen Sega CD game. And you know how I feel about Heavy Rain.
Yeah, I know, you've been very pissed off about it.
Okay. I hate David Cage. I think
Who's David Cage?
he's the guy who made that, who made Heavy Rain. He's a pretentious asshole who goes around calling himself an auteur of video games when all he does is make next-gen Sega CD titles that have the same depth and complexity as Sewer Shark and Night Trap.
Huh. Well, see, like I never played Sewer Shark or Night Trap, but I mean, I'm not saying
Oh, I have
they're-
them on CDRs if you want
Oh
to play.
God, I'm not gonna torture myself with them. I've heard they're bad. All I'm saying is, look, I know you're very harsh with it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's a bad PlayStation 3 title. See, I didn't say game because I don't consider it a fucking game. But I don't know. I mean, the thing was that it was really different. My brother wanted it badly. I don't know why. I don't know.
That doesn't really sound like his kind of game.
No, it's not. He gets bored easily. When I played it, I was like, no, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
But yeah, the Beyond Two Souls, it looks boring. I don't care what people say. That game looks boring as hell. As Heavy Rain was.
No, but that's where we get to the problem. Is that now, like, there's so many people like that want to create such an art form out of video games. They're missing the entire point of video games.
You know,
they're missing the whole point.
Video games can be art, but it can also be fun.
Yeah, well, look, here's
Like,
the
for
thing.
example,
the moment that you focus more on the art style and the storytelling, you fail at making a video game.
Yeah.
Look, Metal Gear Solid 4, I wanted it to be everything that 3 was and more. But it really pissed me off. The majority of the time I'm watching cutscenes. You know, the gameplay was very shallow. There was more gameplay in Metal Gear Solid 2 than Metal Gear Solid 4.
You have 15 hours of cutscenes and 5 hours of gameplay.
Oh God, it was
Yeah.
it was retarded. It was retarded. Oh, we filled up a whole Blu-ray. Yeah, with video.
Yeah.
The fuck? So I'm just saying is that's the problem, guys. I want to play my games. I don't want to watch them. And that's where a lot of these game developers, I don't understand them. I don't understand why they think it's a good idea. He already bitched that the other one didn't sell that well. Why the fuck are you making another one? I mean, I know it's not Heavy Rain 2. I'm just saying is that you're coming up with another game that plays very similar. That's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Obviously, people didn't like it the first time around. What makes you think they're going to like it the second time around? Ooh, it's more artsy.
Like it's for a game can be, can be art, can be artsy like that, but can be fun at the same time. You know, for example, games like World of Goo.
I loved World of Goo.
Bit Trip Beat. Have you ever played that?
No.
Oh, you should definitely play that. I have that on Steam. But anyway, yeah, Beyond Two Souls looks like crap. They also talked about oh yeah, you're gonna love Wonder Book.
Yeah,
Did you hear about that?
Well, I got a fucking email on that one. You should buy this. It was announced today on E3.
Wonder Book
yeah,
is quite
Not
possibly
interested.
the most stupid PlayStation peripheral since
Move.
the iToy.
Move.
Since the Move. Like, seriously? Really? You're gonna try to teach kids how to read by sitting them in front of a television?
That sounds very counterproductive.
Exactly.
I'm going to teach you how to dry yourself off,
but
but you're going to do it in a pool.
We got J.K. Rowling to write a book, to write a game about for it. It's not a game. Seriously, the entire thing is not a game. You're just waving a move controller.
Here's the thing. You know what? It's so funny how blurred the definition of game is to these developers.
Yeah.
Just call it software. There you go.
Yeah.
Software could be anything. It could be iTunes. It could be
Not
a
that,
Maps
but
app.
there was a
It could be a game.
Not that, but they demoed it for 20 friggin' minutes.
I know. I've heard
They
people
demoed
were
it.
like falling
And
aslead.
It didn't work. They were having problems.
Buy this thing. It's awesome.
They were having problems where one of the women was lying on the floor with this thing. Yeah. And she's trying to do a spell and she's making
Waggling up and down. It's the Wonder Dildo.
Anyway, she's trying to make, symbols in the air with it, and it's not working. It's not registering. It's not, reading what it is.
Oh,
And
that'd
it
been
was like,
awesome. She'd be like, what the
seriously,
fuck?
it didn't work. They tried demoing it live, and they
Mhm.
were just having so many problems with it.
They're like, oh, let's just run the
No,
trailer.
but they're talking about how innovative it is, and oh my god, it's so innovative. Okay, then, actually show a game playing with it.
Exactly.
I don't know. It looks really, really stupid.
Yep.
It looks like a gimmick.
Of course.
Like,
Wonder is in the title.
anyway, and then they ended the entire Sony press conference with The Last of Us, which I have a 3-word description for it: Uncharted with zombies.
Hmm.
That's exactly what it is. The art style looks exactly like
I
Uncharted.
don't know. I mean, The Last of Us, I might be interested in if they don't have an online pass.
You see, to me, looking at the art style and the graphics and everything, it just looks exactly like Uncharted.
Mm-hmm.
Even the gameplay looks exactly. It has that over the shoulder camera kind of thing.
Yep.
That Uncharted had, except now you have real time item selection. Ooh. And you're not just fighting zombies, you're fighting other humans.
Whoa.
Oh, and you can mix items together and make completely new items like a Molotov cocktail. Seriously, it just...
They got that idea from fucking Resident Evil. You
much.
mix 2 herbs and you get a good herb.
But seriously, the game looks like Uncharted with zombies.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it does.
Anyway, that was pretty much Sony. I'm trying to think if they announced anything else. I can't really think of any major announcements.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Rating.
what?
Rating.
Rating?
Yes.
For actually showing games, I'll give them a C. Or C+.
Well, I
C+.
didn't watch it, so see, whatever.
Yeah, I'll give them C+. For actually showing games, but it's not really... They don't really get a B for the Wonder Book. Like, that's what really knocks them down, is the Wonder Book. And the fact that Beyond Two Souls looks like shit. Anyway, moving on to...
Nintendo.
I'm mixed when it comes to Nintendo.
As I said in my video, my thoughts on Nintendo.
Yeah.
I think that they...
The system has potential.
Look, there's nothing wrong with the system. It has everything wrong. They're doing everything wrong in advertising the thing.
Yeah.
Why is it that people still think the Wii U is the fucking controller?
Because they keep on showing the controller only and not the actual
Well, I know,
system.
they go like, what was it? The stupid, the clip that they showed during the thing. It's an entirely new system from Nintendo. Okay, yeah. But you showed the system for 3 seconds, and then you just focus on the controller for 2 minutes.
Not only that, but I mean...
Look, in the fucking wallpaper that they're showing off, even if you go to e3.nintendo.com, the fucking first screen has the controller in front of the system. The system's off to the side. If you take a very quick glance at it from a distance, it looks like a Wii.
Yeah.
Nintendo is failing at
And
explaining to
advertising and
people
yeah.
that it's a new system. People legitimately think that you buy this controller and it makes your Wii games high definition.
No.
That's why Nintendo's stupid. You don't design the system so it looks like the Wii. And change the name.
Yeah. I still think they should call it the Ultimate Nintendo Entertainment System. Kind of like, the Super Nintendo...
No, I mean,
Anyway.
yeah, it is the ultimate system, but no, like, the issue is that, they are failing at this very badly.
Yeah.
Now, look, I think the system will definitely do well. There's no doubt about it, but they're just not doing a good job advertising it.
I don't know what's up with Nintendo lately. Like, when it comes to the launch of their systems, they're not really too good at it.
Yeah, they're not lately.
Like, the
They
3D...
wait till the last possible fucking moment to talk about when it's coming out and the price.
Yeah. Like, for example, the 3DS. I mean...
They waited till the last possible moment
Yeah.
to announce it, and they were... You don't launch a system in fucking March. God damn.
I think Nintendo learned their lesson in
Even
that.
Sony, no, I don't understand. Why do they insist on releasing handheld hardware after the holidays?
Because it gives you so much time to release games in the summer. Which, again, makes no sense.
They're retarded. Because look at it this way, right? Sony's making the same mistake Nintendo made, but they decided to do it a month earlier.
Look,
That's retarded.
If you,
But look, the 3DS did not take off until the holiday season. It required Mario Kart 7 and what was the other one?
Super Mario Land.
Super Mario Land 3D. Once those two games came out, the system sold like hotcakes. They were selling out in Japan. They were selling out in America.
Now, this time Nintendo has, Pikmin 3 is going to be a launch title with it, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
Look, Pikmin 3 has its fans. Yeah. I'm a fan of it.
I don't think...
It's not a system seller.
I was about to say, I don't think it's big enough to actually sell a whole bunch of units.
Exactly, and here's the thing. Like, Pikmin hasn't... They didn't make a Pikmin for the Wii. Yes, they have the new Wii controls, but they didn't make a Pikmin for the Wii.
Pikmin 3 was actually in development for the Wii, but then they switched it over to the Wii U.
Exactly.
So it's like, Nintendo, what are you doing?
Exactly. Now, no, look, here's the other issue. You announce 2 fucking new Super Mario Brothers games in one press conference.
Oh, yeah.
Redundancy, anybody? They're being redundant.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Why am I?
Super Mario Brothers 2 on 3DS.
Why am I going to be excited about one over the other? I feel like I'm going to have the same experience regardless. I mean, yeah, they're just differences. One's all about gold coins, and the other one is about bloated Yoshis.
Bloated Yoshis?
You didn't see the purple Yoshi? They like smacked him and he ballooned up so they could float.
But also the fact that you can use the touchscreen to make platforms.
I think that's a cool idea,
cool,
but it just... they could have done more with the fucking screen.
Yeah.
But, the thing is, what Nintendo really did, and this is why Reggie's retarded, when he was, like, presenting, it was like, where's a Mario game? We expect Mario with our systems, blah, blah, blah. People didn't want new Super Mario Bros. U.
They want Mario Galaxy 3.
Well, not Mario Galaxy 3, but they want a Mario, like a 3D Mario game.
Like, I think that was one of the big selling points of the Wii, was that, in E3 2006, Nintendo had Mario Galaxy there. They had it demoed.
Yeah, but it didn't come out until after the system came out.
Yeah. No, but I mean, they
told
out... people... No, but they told everyone.
It came out the holiday season that we got our Wii's.
Yeah.
But that was what, 2007? 2007, yeah. So it was a year after the system came out. It didn't launch with it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is at E3 2006 and 2007, they had Mario Galaxy there.
So that at least you had something to be excited about.
Exactly.
You were looking forward to, okay, I'll get the system and here's a game that will make it worthwhile.
Exactly.
Yeah, they didn't have that with this.
They didn't have that.
Look, the sad thing is, there are only 3 first-party Nintendo games that they showed off for the Wii U. You had Pikmin 3, New Super Mario Bros. U, and Nintendo Land.
Oh, Nintendo Land.
Look,
I think that's going to be a pack-in game.
Look, I'm not saying Nintendo Land is bad. I'm not saying it's, a complete waste of time. What I'm saying is you don't finish off a press conference with that.
With fireworks.
No, look at it this way, right? They would have been better off if they reversed Pikmin 3 and this.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. That show would have been better if they switched the order in which they announced those 2 games. If they started off with Nintendo Land and finished off with, Shigeru Miyamoto and the whole Pikmin, thing that they did at the end, saying, and then I mean, they could have made it better. You finish off with a high note, not a low note.
Yeah.
I mean, Shane Satterfield said it best. You know, like when you start off with Pikmin 3, everyone's expectations are going up from that point, not down.
That's actually a very good point.
Because I thought that when they announced, when I was watching it, I had this reaction. I was like, "Whoa, wait! They're starting out with Pikmin 3. It's all, and they're saying 23 games." You know what? Once the moment he said it's all about the games, 23 games, I'm like, fucking A. They're gonna announce a Zelda. They're gonna announce a Metroid. They're gonna announce a Star Fox.
And we did
No.
And that's another thing. It's like there were other games they could have shown off that actually looked really good. Project P100 looks really good.
I have no idea what the fuck it is. I've seen some videos of it, but I don't know what it is.
It's kind of like Pikmin, but with
Robots.
superheroes and aliens.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And of course, then there was Wario in game. A WarioWare game for the Wii U.
Oh, let's not bother to announce this at the press conference.
Yeah, why not show that? That makes no sense.
That would have been better off than Nintendo Land.
And of course, then they had the press conference for the 3DS.
Yes.
Of course, they showed off Paper Mario, which Paper Mario looks good.
I have never been a fan of this
Really?
series.
I've
I've played them, but
They had Luigi's Mansion 2, which looks awesome. Definitely looking forward to that.
that one I'm gonna buy the day it comes out.
What else do they have?
I don't know. Oh, as I said, the new Super Mario Bros. 2.
These Marios 2. They
So
had
they're releasing new Super Mario Bros. 2 and then new Super Mario Bros. U.
Then for third party, they had Scribblenauts. They had
Scribblenauts, I don't like it. My dad even he's like, what's the point of it?
They had
Use your imagination.
They had Epic Mickey Power.
Can I make a weed smoking dog?
They had Epic Mickey Power of Illusion, which is sort of a throwback to Castle of Illusion on the Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, for the 3DS.
That seems interesting.
Which is more of a 2.5D Castlevania, which is awesome to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, if it's not,
it's kind of like Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles.
Yeah, but it was too hard.
Come on.
It was. I would love to see you beat it. I would love to see you beat it.
I'll beat it.
If you can't fucking beat it, shut the fuck up.
Hey, I was playing Dracula X I was playing Rondo of Blood today on the virtual console.
Okay, how far did you get?
Ass at that game.
How far did you get before you died? Be honest.
Second level.
Okay, so now you can shut the fuck up.
How far did you go before you died?
I prefer not to answer, but I'm telling you, it's a hard game. I'm not saying it's impossible.
So anyway, that's pretty much the 3DS stuff, and then there was the third-party Wii U stuff.
But I love the whole thing that they kept saying. They're like, we don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time.
They spent 10 minutes saying they don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, they're like this. It's like, well, since they decided to give me 10 minutes, or no, it was like only a few minutes to talk about 3DS, we get our own show. So go to e3.nintendo.com.
You know what, Nintendo? Instead of having a 1-hour press conference, why not 2 hours?
Exactly, it's your show.
Yeah,
you have money. You can afford to do a long show.
It would have been a lot more convenient if they just
Instead, you had to waste 10 minutes of, I am going to eat you.
I like French food.
I love French fries.
I feel just like a purple Pikmin.
My God.
And of course, when it comes to the third-party stuff, you had Batman Arkham City.
Which everyone has already, so why do they spend that much time
I'd
showing
rather just
it?
get the PC version.
PC version is awesome.
Yeah, that's the version
Even the
I'm
Wii
like...
U still doesn't look as good as the PC version.
Yes. You had Ninja Gaiden 3, which...
Oh, that was awesome. The amount of blood and limbs popping off.
Team Ninja is actually... No, not Team Ninja. Tecmo, they've actually said that... this is actually going to be the Wii U version is going to be the definitive version because a lot of gamers complained about The fact that Ninja Gaiden 3 was way too easy.
Mm-hmm.
That they took out all the dismemberment and all the the extra blood and gore that was in Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
They took that out in 3, and now they're putting it back in the Wii U version.
That's awesome.
You know?
The fact that the Wii U version is going to be the hardcore edition.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, that's going to be awesome. They also announced Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U. Again, a game that everyone has, and...
Everyone's already spent more time bitching about it.
Yeah, pretty much. What else they announced?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, Zombie U.
Zombie U,
It looks unfinished.
I have no idea what the hell it is.
It looks
about.
like a tech demo. It looks unfinished. Personally, I think that they should have just saved their time and just kept the original title and, the game originally was, which was Killer Freaks from Outer Space. They should have just kept that. Because at this point, a first-person zombie title, if it doesn't have the words Valve, made by Valve right next to it, then it's like, what's the point?
Exactly.
What is the point?
Exactly.
I'm trying to think what else they announced for third party, because it really was only Ubisoft stuff. Oh yeah, Rayman Legends.
Rayman Legends.
Yeah, Rayman Legends, and Assassin's Creed 3, which they've even said that it's pretty much it's the PS3 and 360 version. That's it. So
I heard some people said there was more to it.
no, that's what I from I heard from Ubisoft. So anyway, this is getting way too long.
Well, it's not too long, but definitely longer than episode 3. I mean, for those who are wondering why it took so long to even come up with an episode 4, I tell you, life's a bitch. Things come up. You have, you don't have enough time to do these shows.
We actually did an episode 4 before this, but there were a lot of technical.
Well, not technical. It's just
problems.
People are being rude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you can put it. I mean, the thing is, I try to have absolute quiet with my shows, but sometimes we can't always guarantee that. I mean, look, Nintendo, I think that they need to get their act together, because this console, a lot of people are confused as to what to expect. Look, to be honest, it's the first console launch that I really don't. I mean, look, I'm excited about the controller and stuff, but I don't know. It seems very bleh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like last generation, when they were announcing it, there was so much hype. So much, oh my god, I can't wait. Like, they teased the console first. You're like, oh my god, what is this thing going to do?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I mean?
When they first teased it, they only showed the console. They never showed the controller.
Yeah, they never showed the controller.
Until Tokyo Game Show 05.
Exactly, and everyone's wondering, what the hell is it going to be?
I remember G4, they actually had a contest about this, about what you think the Revolution controller is going to be.
Exactly, and people even thought back then it was going to have a touchscreen.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was going to have a touchscreen, and you could and it would change because you could play the old video games on it. It would change into the controller scheme and stuff like that.
They would have it was like a modular controller design they had. Someone eventually created a modular controller.
Really?
Yeah, you could change out the thumbsticks and stuff. They're actually like modules that you can pop out and replace. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo, they definitely just need to stress why you want this new system. I mean, I'm going to get it, but I'm just saying that, they're not doing a good job. They really need to, explain what Miiverse is, more detail. Like, they're just showing these stupid examples. I mean, look, if I want to play some guy down, in another country and play with them with Call of Duty, how do I do it? Are we going to have a user account system? Are we going to have a nickname system? Are we going to have like a username,
that still hasn't
like
been
gamer tags? Are we going to have an achievement system? They don't have any information on this.
From what we know,
are they serious about online gaming? We can't tell. If they can't even spend any time on their press conference showing off what Nintendo Network is or whatever, what the hell?
Yeah. you know, the way I see it, it's like if they're not ready yet, then they should just hold off the system till 2013.
Exactly.
You know.
Well, they want a head start, which I'm not blaming
Yeah.
them.
If they want a head start, then just release the game system in like August 2013.
They're doing a fucking Microsoft. Oh, you know what? We don't like this user interface. Let's just change it next year. Oh, god damn. I've never had a console where they changed the user interface so many fucking times.
Not even the PS3 did that.
Yeah, the PS3, look, it looks different, but not that different. I mean, it's
Actually, was there even any reason to change the 360 dashboard?
The original one did suck, but
did?
the second one wasn't bad at all. Like the very first major redesign, they had this like it was kind of like a Flip 3D on Windows Vista.
Oh yeah, that one I know about.
Yeah, that one.
Wait, they changed it again?
They changed it, I think, 3 more times after that.
Oh.
It's
You see, I don't own a 360, so I don't really know all the changes.
You know why they changed it? So they
Why?
can add ads. My brother's 360 has a fucking ad every time he turns it on.
Maybe
there's an ad on the.
I've actually thought
screen.
Maybe like not now, but maybe in the future I'll buy a used 360 just because there are games on the 360 I do want to play.
Like what?
Blue Dragon.
I've never heard of it.
It's from the creator of Final Fantasy.
Okay.
So anyway,
For the person that rants on Square Enix all the time, you do want to buy their shit a lot. Just saying.
Hey, no, actually no. This actually isn't a Square game.
No, but you said it's from the people who made it.
From the creator of Final Fantasy. He left Square like in 2002.
Oh.
He also made the last story for the Wii.
Oh.
Which I've already pre-ordered.
Because I'm a RPG whore.
I love RPGs.
My point exactly. Okay, so let's
Yeah,
wrap
this
it up.
is getting, way too long.
Nintend's press conference, what do you want to rate it?
B-.
No, I wouldn't be that generous.
Yeah.
No, I would say a D. Reason
Really?
being, there was only really a game, maybe 2 games I actually gave a fuck about. The rest of it, I really didn't care. The rest of it, I can get on the PC. The rest of it, like, there was just no point.
Well, the way I see it is like you buy a Nintendo system for Nintendo games.
Yes, but I'm saying they spent Nintendo time to talk about games that other people are going to just buy on the PS3, 360, or PC.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, my brother, he's into Assassin's Creed. Would he buy it for the Wii U? No. He'll buy it for the 360 because he has the other 2 versions for the 360. Nintendo really fucked up with that. Look, Mass Effect 3. Well, we don't have Mass Effect 1 and 2. Okay, that's not a good thing.
Then you know what? Why not bring Mass Effect 1 and 2 in like a bundle with 3?
They should.
Mass Effect Collection for the Wii U.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of collections coming out for it.
Yeah.
Well, I guarantee there's going to be a Resident Evil 5 for it.
No.
They're going to pull what they did.
Actually, why isn't Resident Evil 6 coming to the Wii U?
Maybe it hasn't been announced yet, or I don't know.
Capcom has said that they have no plans, but it's like, why not bring it over? I mean,
I see Resident Evil 5.
I mean, come on, Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition.
I think they're going to release.
Awesome.
I think they're going to release a Resident Evil 5 for the Wii U. I think
so?
They're going to do it to milk the series one last time. They're going to do what they did with Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. So.
Hey, like I said, bro, I'm not giving them any money until Mega Man Legends 3 is in my 3DS.
What if it's in your Wii U? Oh, just saying.
Oh.
Just saying.
Oh.
Okay.
Mega Man Legends 3 for the Wii U?
That's
not a bad idea, actually.
God.
Anyway, this is getting way too long.
Well, it's not getting way too long. I'm just getting really tired, guys.
So then
we're doing this at literally like almost 11 o'clock at night.
Okay, so let's just end this right now.
Let's end this. Alright, so guys, this was episode 4. If you guys have anything to say about today's episode, please drop a line below. Definitely, there will be a link to Kevin's channel.
Don't link my channel. I'm not making videos anymore.
If you guys subscribe to him, I'll force him with a knife to make some more videos.
I'm done with the video making.
Just make more videos.
No.
Do it.
I suck at it.
I'll make you drink a bottle of isopropyl alcohol if you don't do it.
What are you, MacGyver all of a sudden?
Whatever. So yeah, link will be there. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you have not yet already. Yeah, and we're always looking for new guest hosts for the show to keep it new and fresh. I hate having Kevin on the show all the time. Just kidding.
Oh, no, none taken. I hate being on the show, too.
I know, I hate you.
I know, I hate you, too, man.
Okay.
I hate your guts.
So let's take care and look out for future episodes.